Hello friends, it's Chrissy. I hadn't planned on doing this. I mean, I planned on doing this, but I didn't plan on doing this right now, so I don't have a whole lot scripted. So, I mean, and by not a whole lot, I mean, I have no notes. And I had really intended to do this when I had a list of things to say, but when the opportunity finds itself, I take it. So, um, for those of you that have been here for a while, you're going to notice some changes. I know there's this, by the way, I'm fidgeting with my pen, so if you hear twisting, that's what's going on. I know lately there's been a push. I've seen a lot of channels go to using their name, and I've decided that that's something that I actually want to pull back from. So you will notice a change in the name of my channel. It is no longer my first and last name, mainly because I think I'm seeking a little bit of name anonymity because of my career. But anywho, we'll get there. Um, I it's taken me a long time to settle on a new name for my channel. For a while, I was really toying with Practice and Pages, but then I've noticed my journaling practice is continuing to develop and shorten at this phase. So that really didn't feel genuine. And I've looked at what what I feel like I've accomplished in the last 3 months. So I realized I made this announcement like on Instagram, but not on YouTube, and I apologize for that. Not that I owe like an explanation for my absence. I don't think any of us do. But in the beginning of June, I decided to step away from YouTube, from what I've called my magic business as opposed to my muggle career. Stepping away from all of that and really spending the summer getting really grounded with my life, with my space, and with my muggle job. I realized that I don't know enough and I don't have the time to learn enough to become well versed in how to stay relevant on social media and on YouTube. Um, and I really found a significant decline, whether that is in, expendable, is that the right word? Income that we all have, and getting my voice, my message, my services out. I noticed a significant decline in my magic work per se. So I decided to really throw myself into my muggle job. I am an independent contractor, so I do have the ability to set my own schedule to determine how many hours a week that I work, and I significantly cranked those hours up this summer. I put a pretty serious and very hard to break limit on Instagram. 15 minutes a day, Monday through Friday, half an hour a day on Saturday and Sunday. There have been some days that I haven't even met that, which I consider pretty impressive. But what I feel like I've gotten and I also put a half an hour limit on games. I don't play a lot of games on my phone, but I can get really into the snake game or rummy, solitaire, those sort of things. Just because I grew up playing cards, and you know how I am with tarot. I love both to touch and to think about cards. It's just how my brain works. Um, so yeah, so I also have a half hour limit per day on games, which I typically spend on my New York Time Games app in the morning between the Sudoku, Wordle, now that Connections is over there, and the Mini. That takes up a lot of my half hour limit games. So I've found that the last few weeks I've played no games other than my little morning newspaper games. Anywho, what I found over the past 3 months, over the summer, is how important and how grounding it has been for me to feel really present in my life, to feel very intentional with how I spend my day and my time and my energy. And what that has meant is I work 4 really, really hard days, and then I spend I say that it's been 5 recently, but I'm whittling it back down to 4. 4 really, really hard days, where basically all I do is like morning routine, work, evening routine, cook dinner, and sleep. That's the extent of my day. Um, so that I feel really grounded and really purposeful in the work that I do. And then also having a set of, I heard it referred to recently as romanticizing chores. And that has been, that's what's happened. I enjoy making my bed every morning. I enjoy doing the dishes. I enjoy spending my mornings and my evenings outside, spending the time that the sun says hello and the sun says good night on my back porch with my cats and my New York Times games in the morning, and typically a book of my crocheting in the evenings. I've read, I think, 11 books this summer. I am working on a crochet project. We'll see what actually comes of it. I was thinking a massive quilt, and now I'm like a pillowcase. So we'll see. But I've found that I feel incredibly grounded in my house and in my finances. And that has sincerely come from stepping way back from hustle culture. My earpods just connected, so I realized my sound probably just changed. I apologize for that, but I don't know what happened. I don't know. I thought they were connected in the first place, but they just now showed up. So if the audio changed there, I'm sorry. I totally lost my train of thought as well. Feeling grounded in my home, in my finances, in my relationships. And that took stepping away from hustle culture and letting it be easy. Doing what made sense, what was logical, what took the least amount of fight and conflict inside of me, even if it didn't necessarily align with big picture, what my soul wants. That has also been a lot of how do I infuse my muggle work with my magic? How do I bring more magic into that? And giving me the space to do the magic things that I do because I love them, not because they're my job. So, what will you see from me moving forward? I have changed the name of my page to My Lived In Life, because that's what I'm showing you. This isn't the life of a minimalist or a maximalist. Yeah, you know the word. I don't live a vintage lifestyle. I don't live a witchy lifestyle particularly. I just am. I'm a normal person on the cusp of the South and the Midwest, living a normal life with a normal husband, and I would say normal cats, but y'all, my cats are special. There's nothing particularly special about me, but I've still found a lot of contentment in being mindful of what I have instead of what I hope for. Yeah. So I guess that's my welcome. What will you see from me moving forward? I have no idea. And that's really exciting for me. When I stopped thinking about this channel as a way to drum up business, when I stopped thinking about this channel as a way to build followers, when I stop thinking about this channel as means to an end, it allows me to just show up. So that's what I'm doing. I'm showing up. I will record and publish what is interesting. You may find my intention over the next few weeks is to remove all of the thumbnails from my old videos that have my first and last name. I'm not going to reshoot. If I've said anything in those videos, that's absolutely fine. But I'm aware that, you know, my old thumbnails will have my old channel name. So you will see those gradually, disappearing, just the thumbnails. At this point, I'm not intending on deleting any videos or privatizing any videos, I guess, but who knows? We'll see what happens. And I don't plan on at this point archiving or deleting any of my walkthroughs or my tarot readings. Tarot was still very much a part of my life. You'll still see that. I'm sure there will still be a lot of tarot content. But I anticipate there being more day in the life type things and more about my plants. Just my lived in life. So I'm Chrissy. This is my lived in life. And I hope you stick around. I understand if you don't, but I hope you do. I'll see you soon.